Today on G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, nothing getting done, 30-mile-an-hour winds. Got a dust storm going on over there. Just nasty. I've never seen so much wind in my life. We've had more windy days than calm days in the past year than I've ever seen any time out in the desert. Just totally ridiculous. Can't get anything done in this weather. I did get the last 2 block up here to finish off the amount of block I need. And you can see that I need about just around 2 inches. There's a couple of block with a little extra gap on them, but just about 2 inches. So I'm going to move that wall 2 inches back and get everything to fit properly before I square it all off and mark it for trenching. And I'll shoot the grades at that point, see how much I need to set those block down inside over there. I think those are going to go better than 3/4 of their height down into the ground. But that's okay, because when we get flooding here, about the deepest I've seen is maybe an inch. The ground sucks it up pretty darn quick. So the base of the wall is going to be probably 3 inches or 3.5 inches above the ground level. So it should be fine. I haven't had any problems with water getting in to that cabin, and that's about what the same thing is going to be this one. You see it's the block at the bottom. There's only about 2 inches of reveal. Actually 3 inches to the top of the metal. Anyway, that's what's going on out here. Hope the wind isn't bothering you too badly. Right after supper today, 3 of the girls disappeared again. I don't know where they're going. I think they're getting fed somewhere else. And they eat here and then go someplace else and eat some more. They're making pigs of themselves. Well, hi there, Gioji. So anyway, let me get out of this wind. It's messing up my hair. Wow. It's warm anyway. It's not a cold wind, but it came up just about 6 a.m. this morning. It was only, at that point, it was only like 15 miles per hour. But by 6:30, we were up in the 20s. So, I got the wagon over after I brought up the last of the block, and I took the tire off the other side that had all the cracks in it. And I remember now, I had replaced those 2 tires with inflatables before I moved out here. So they're holding up pretty good still right now. But what I had to do with this other one, you'll see it sitting on the vise here. I clamped a 1/2 inch bar into the vise so I could hang it on there. I ended up coating the whole tire all the way around on both sides, because it was just completely cracked all along the seams here. Everywhere where there's a raised area, it was cracking in between there. And then this was that big split that I showed you yesterday in yesterday's video. So I got that up high here, so I filled it all with that Flex Seal. There's my Flex Seal right there. And I did notice that when I was doing some cleanup in here yesterday, I got another one down there. So I got a couple of those from the person that had bought them. As they thought that Flex Seal would work on roofing and all that stuff. And I said, don't you read the labels before you buy it? They said, no, why? And it says right on the label, not for professional roofers. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, I guess you didn't. Anyway, I ended up with them, and I'm making use of them. I fixed vinyl seats in cars and stuff like that with them, so it kept it from tearing any further. Hey, an older car, you don't want to spend the money to buy a new seat for an older car? Why not, right? Well, anyway, that's got it done. I got plenty of 3/4 inch shark bite fittings here, and the only thing is, the only one I don't have is the one I need, which is a 3/4 inch shark bite T, because I need the T to tee into the line I've got outside buried already that goes up to the outdoor shower, and then I can come off of that and go straight into the cabin with a 3/4 inch line, which should be plenty for that cabin. There's no need running a 1 inch line there. And I do have 3/4 inch shark bite pipe in the next shop. So I have a pretty good sized roll of it. So I can do that run without having any added expenses. I also have 1/2 inch pipe, shark bite pipe in there. So for running off of the 3/4 to the toilet and to the sinks. So I should have enough pipe to do all of the plumbing water lines. I just don't have any to do the drain lines. I want to come out of there with the 3 inch for the main toilet line, and then everything else can tap into that. The 2 inch lines and the 1.5 inch lines from the sinks and the shower can all tap into that along the way. I do have some 2 inch pipe there. It's not much, but it'll be probably enough to get one connection done, and I have some 1.5 inch there to get another couple of connections done. And I have some fittings inside the shop that I can use. So all of that is free materials, because it's all left over from building my cabin. But I still need more of that because I've got to go up all the way through the roof with vent lines. So that's a 4 inch line there. That's too big because I'm pretty sure that I used a 3 inch line, which is residential, coming out of my cabin. And if I did use 3 inch, I've got to use 3 inch on the new cabin, because with drain lines, you start with the smallest size and go up in size as you go out towards the septic tank or wherever you're going to. So you can go up in size but not down in size. Okay. So I can come off of a shower with 2 inch and go into a 3 inch. That's fine. I could come off of a sink with an 1.5 inch and go into a 3 inch. That's fine. But I can't go from a 4 inch down to a 3 inch. That won't work. That only works on incoming water. It is pretty much the opposite. You start with a larger size coming from your water source, and then you break that down in size going to each one of the apparatuses inside the cabin. So I'll start with either 1 inch or 3/4 to get over to the cabin, and then it'll break down to either 3/4 or 1/2 inch to each one of the sinks. So that's it. That's all I really have for today, everybody. I want to thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget questions and comments below. If there's anything in particular you'd like me to cover, hey, drop me a request in the comment section, and I'll see if I can do a video for you. This is G Bear signing off.